The Sri Lankans know this because when I went to airport, I am a well-known monk. So you go in the VIP lounge. That's, the special lounge. When I went into the VIP lounge, you can't just walk in there, because there's actually guards on there, soldiers with machine guns. I never knew at the time, but the Sri Lankan Prime Minister was also in the lounge that evening, another room. I never saw him. He was going off to some big event over in Bangkok. And I was coming to Singapore and then to here. So there's a lot of soldiers around. So you went in there, plenty of time, you checked in, you had your boarding passes, they stamped your passport, everything was, orderly, and plenty of time to wait for the flight. But then, when it came close to the boarding time, I said, we should be boarding soon. He said, no, wait, don't worry, Ajahn Brahm. So I waited. I said, look, I think it's really time we should go now. And he said, no, don't worry, everything's on schedule. And they explained, they said, anyone in the VIP lounge, they take them onto the plane last of all. So that, they can keep security or safety or whatever. So by the time they took me to the gate, that's when I saw the aircraft and what's it called, the boarding bridge. The boarding bridge was moving away from the aircraft. Oh my goodness, this is not what I think is late. This is past the time. And then the lady who took me there, she went in there, and I could hear her arguing really loudly with the member from the Singapore Airlines, who was in charge of the flight. And they were shouting. Didn't matter how long they were shouting. The boarding bridge went further and further away, and the plane took off. I missed my flight. Nothing to do with anything which I was doing. I just got taken out. I was in the lounge. It's supposed to be VIP. You're supposed to look after VIPs. Please never become a VIP. You tend to lose your... If I had just walked there by myself, it'd be no problem. But you can't, because there's soldiers outside with guns, some real ones. So I missed my flight. And that caused a lot of problem trying to get another flight to get back here in time. So now, honestly, Venerable Metaji told me this evening. He went online, and on one of the news sites over there, the Colombo page, wasn't it? There was an article there. The president of Sri Lanka. He's supposed to be running a country. Instead, he's initiated an inquiry about why Ajahn Brahmawangsa missed his flight. Honestly, it goes totally overboard. Yeah. But anyway, if anybody hears this, look, it's a small thing. Someone made a little mistake. It's not a big deal. So please, instead of having an inquiry about why I missed my flight, instead of having an inquiry how you can have a better country with more forgiveness, allow people to make mistakes. Because one thing which I've noticed, when you allow people to make a mistake, they're not afraid of making mistakes. They make less mistakes. So many people make a mistake out of fear.